Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Tuesday. This morning, I am considering too many things in my head, but particularly not too happy because of the state of our economy, and it's obvious. Now the chickens have come home to roost. Is Ghana going back to the IMF? Is Ghana going back to the IMF, the Yale and Harvard and Oxford economy, years of experience and all the things that were said? Is Ghana going back to the IMF? Oliver, play for me quickly that announcement of Dr. Bawumia and the mockery of the fact that the opposition cannot even remember who the members of the economic management team are. But they have the men, because that was what we were told. We have the men. We have the men. Now, if we have the men at post, is this the result of what the men are giving us? Play for me that video, Oliver.
I look at the economic management team. It is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akutose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who their economic management team was. Kukrudu. Fellow Kukrudites.
Kukrudu Eshi. You know, in the run-up to the 2020 elections, you had the MPP youngsters on social media, and they used to say, hey, who? Hey, who? And they put up a post and say, hey, who? The opposition or the alternative is still not the best. Hey, who? Hey, who? Today, hey, who pa? It has all become hey, who? And I see Dr. Bawumia says that he doesn't think that the NDC remembers who the members of the economic management team is. That's fair. We are not supposed to be remembering who they were, because you told us and led us to call them incompetent, sir. Today you are in power and things are getting worse. Oliver, prepare that video from Occupy Ghana for me. The conditions at the time, which Mr. Ken Oforiata, Yofi Grant, Goda, Ado, name them, all those people, Mrs. Alberto Kran, all of those people who went out onto the street, Bridget Jogbanuku, Kofi Kapito, Ace Ankuma, all those people who went onto the rain, middle class, lawyers, doctors, engineers, all of those professionals who went out into the rain 7 years ago. I would have expected that they would be speaking at this time. And the video is there. I didn't manufacture the video. In fact, I remember covering that as a younger journalist. And I remember how at the Efwa Sutherland area, they were blocked literally by the police. Freeman Tate was DSP at the time. He led them. And they were, yes, that's what's on the screen. Occupy Flagstaff House. I remember this day. I remember this day like yesterday. In fact, they even came towards the TV3 frontage because the police blocked them at Efwa Sutherland. They dodged and came towards TV3 and still went and presented a petition. Madam Valerie Sawyer took it for them. In fact, they took issue with Dr. Omane Boama when he said that, oh, they were excited. They got angry. They got furious. They spoke to the press. We have the tapes. Today, the situations that then was, which drew people onto the streets, is even more worse, much more worse than it was then. Why the silence? Why is nobody talking? Why the silence? Why is nobody talking? Oliver, pick for me an SOT of your choice. Play for me. Ah, that's Mr. Oforiata. Bring it back.
Anything that is sort of civil activism, which seeks to make government unaware of certain obvious issues about the economy and basically the moral decadence that is going on with regards to corruption. And I'm just glad that the normal person.
Well, the sound is terrible, but just to let you know that Mr. Foriata was there. He's our finance minister now. The things that he spoke about, depreciating CD, fuel, all those things are playing back now. What is Mr. Foriata's answer? You see, now the way things are happening, this usually is, don't worry, be happy. But the way things are happening in Ghana, don't be happy, worry. The original saying is, don't worry, be happy. Bobby McFerrin, that's the song. But now the way things are happening, don't be happy, worry. And I'll tell you why you should worry. When Mr. Foriata was made finance minister with his team and you saw the economic management team, I'm asking, where are the economic management team? That Greek minister wants to be president. He's part of the economic management team. Has he finished the work that was given to him? The trade minister, Alan Tramanti, he wants to be president. He's part of the economic management team. Has he finished the work that was given to him? The vice president is the leader of the economic management team. Has he finished his work? He wants to be president. So we are giving you jobs to do. You have not delivered on the jobs. You have not presented to us your scorecard. And now we are seeing for ourselves what your scorecard looks like. A complete mess. And you still want another job. How bad? The job you came to beg us to give you. We've given you the job. You have not delivered on the job, but you are eyeing another job. It's like akin to a contractor who has been given a contract, so to speak. He has not completed the work. The work is stalling. The work is not going on impressively, but is looking for another contract. Should it not be the case that your job, what you do, should be what will inspire the awarding of another contract? We should be worried. Don't be happy. Worry. Because of how things are going on. Don't be happy, worry. Take me back to when Mr. Foriata took us out of the IMF. He organized a Kenke party. Show me the flyer first. Why are we not organizing Kenke party this time around? Mr. Foriata showed us a Kenke party. Oliver, pull that artwork for me quickly. There's a whole banner on it. This is it. Kenke party to celebrate Ghana's hat-trick. Successful Eurobond won. Remember that we were told that we will not borrow. And that we don't need to borrow. We just need to toll all the places and the roads in Ghana. And the money will come to us. Today we have even stopped collecting the road tolls. We have borrowed more. And yet we have very little to show. But we will pay for those monies anyway. 2. Completion of IMF ECF program. And C. CD appreciation. Potential of going back to IMF is high. Our CD has depreciated beyond our expectation. And this was a party supposed to have been held on Friday, 22nd of March 2019, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Inner court of the Ministry of Finance. Kenke party, Wache party. That's Mr. Foriata was enjoying his Wache. He was wearing a Ghana man hat. Beautiful hat, by the way. But the conditions now as we have it, as I mentioned earlier, don't be happy, worry. And you should worry because not so long ago, the deputy director of the, the National Service Scheme was here. We had a one-on-one exclusive. Gift your worry. When we ask questions about why there's been a delay in the payment of National Service Personnel Allowance, we're told that we have never owed them. And that because of the way things are structured, they have to be paid, in the middle of the month and What is today's date? 28th. Have they been paid? They have not been paid for April. They have not been paid. They are supposed to have received their April allowances by the middle of June. We are getting closer to the end of June. And as bosses, they will take their salaries at the end of the month. Where the meager and paltry pittance of National Service personnel, 559 Ghana cedis, is outstanding. I don't want to talk about NAPCO, but you see, We made a whole big fuss about IMF and why there's been job freezes in the health sector, education, blah, blah, blah. We made a whole big fuss about it. The people of Ghana bought into the narrative, trumpeted incompetence and all of those ones. Now we are on, and I made the suggestion to government that the continuous creation of all those schemes, U-Start is here, NIP is here, NAPCO is here, that is here. We are actually creating avenues for people to siphon money from the state, and I'll tell you why. If I'm a young person and I put together a scheme and I know that there's no common platform to monitor whether or not the scheme is doing well, GEA and all of that, young people present one scheme to say NIP, and then when NIP finds it necessary and gives them money to support them, they take the same concept, tweak it a bit, and take it to what do you call it, U-Start or wherever it is. So they have collected $1,000 from here, they'll collect $800 from here. One person is collecting from everywhere because they know that the system is porous. We don't have a common platform and people are benefiting from it. So it's not about the pump and pageantry of creating those schemes. I've mentioned this, and if government focuses on it, I'm sure we'll make, because you can't get the same set of people benefiting from the same schemes with the same party coloration, and yet the larger majority of the young people are not happy. Today, like Occupy Ghana, Occupy Flagstaff House, we are being asked to arise as Ghana. We'll expect that the young people will go to the Nkrumah Circle today to register their displeasure. Some may go, some may not go. Some will be on social media to say their stuff. But country broke, country not broke, we all we there inside. Country broke, country not broke, we all we there inside. I said we organize a Kenke party in this country at some point. Can the finance minister honestly and happily organize another Kenke party? This is the Harvard and Yale and Oxford economy. Is it time for the finance minister to be shown the exit? And mind you, it's not just the finance minister. There's finance minister, there's my namesake John Kuma, there's Abena Sari, and then there's another minister of state at the presidency, Dr. Edubuahin, Professor Edubuahin's baby boy. He's there at the presidency. He will draw ex gratia. Oforiatta will draw ex gratia. Abena Sari will draw ex gratia. John Kuma will draw ex gratia. In fact, they have drawn ex gratia already in 2021 for what work they did in 2017 and 2020. Now, the question I ask is, was it worth the paycheck? Because if you have state-owned enterprises, by 2020, they are declaring 5.3 billion losses alone. And yet, they are getting their drivers, they are getting their houseboys, they are getting their cooks, they are getting their air-conditioned cars, they are getting their bodyguards, they are getting all the monies that come along. If I run a private business and the people I employ are declaring losses, I cut their salaries. That's what a good leader does. But we are giving them everything, so they think it's okay. Even in our homes, when your child goes to school and they fail to perform because you have provided everything for them, you cut some of the enjoyment that they have. You have a naughty corner, you have this, you have that. So then they sit up. In our case, the worse they perform, the more we shower them with blessings. That's what we are doing now. The more worse they perform, the more we shower them with blessings. So how would they push? How would they push? How would they see that there's an urgency? You see, we are going back to IMF. And I pray IMF doesn't support us. You know why? Because we have not learned lessons as a country. When we go to IMF, IMF gives us whatever support and puts certain restrictions and conditionalities at certain corners. And we abide by them. Then we bounce back. And then we become like pigs. We're giving a very good bath, and then we run back into the mud. So we are wasteful. We are just spending unnecessarily. And the young people of this country who are being asked to sacrifice do not see the sacrifice of the elderly of this country. If you tell me as a young person who has a degree, who has done my licensure exam, I've done my national service, I'm waiting for posting for a job that will pay me less than 2,000 cedis, and I see consistently a chair in a V8 following the president around that uses more fuel, that costs more than 2,000 cedis per week, I will not sacrifice anything for you. If I'm a young person and I cannot afford my rent, and yet I was promised that my rent allowance will be paid for me, there's cause for me to rise. If I'm a young person, I have a small Daewoo matches, and yet I can't pay to buy fuel into my car, even though I have a job and I go and I come, and I'm not even able to save a peswa for my future, I will arise. And I will arise again because I am not getting the best out of my own country. Sometimes it feels that we are working too hard in the wrong country. So I'm saying the way things are now, don't be happy, worry. The original saying is don't worry, be happy. But now I say don't be happy, worry. And you must worry and demand for what's right to be done. If there are people in positions of authority who have overstayed their welcome and they have shown a track record of non-performance, impress on the president to sack them. You have no business being there if you have not finished your job and you are looking for president to chop. It will not happen. So tell them, the economic management team, all the three of them on the economic management team who are looking forward to become president, they should come with further and better particulars. Show your scorecard. Vice President Baumia, where are you? Mr. Lanchermantin, where are you? A Greek minister, where are you? Come and show us your scorecard. Bring your terminal report. Then based on that, we'll promote you to class 3. If not, forget about it. Good morning.